Listen here. Your intuition is leading you to untapped in blessings. It's like you're gaining knowledge. Your intuition is leading you to unseen knowledge that no one really sees or knows. It's like your family, they don't understand it, how you're able to uncover certain things in order to get what you're trying to get to in life. It's like you're discovering a different path when you're on this spiritual journey. And with that being said, you're starting to, it's like it's guiding you to this untapped, these blessings that none of your family members have ever had. So you're about to gain more success because you're deciding to open yourself up to the spiritual side of things. And this is something that your ancestors always wanted for you. Because your ancestors, when they were here, they were literally tapping into that knowledge. They were learning things that other people didn't know. There were things that your ancestors knew that they wish they could have told you while you was here, baby. You know, they call it a lot of things old wives' tales, and they call it myths. But a lot of that stuff be real. And y'all don't understand that some of y'all ancestors had tapped into some things that they wish they could get to you. And I feel like you're getting to that. I feel like you're being led. Spirit is leading you to do all of this. And this is why it's important for you to continue to further yourself in your spiritual knowledge, especially the things that your people don't really know about. When they judge you and tell you that this is wrong or you shouldn't be doing this, you need to get back to the church. You need to get back to this. Get back to what we used to do. They're in deception. They're living in deception. They're being deceived. They're being trapped. Yeah, but you're tapped in. Type in the comments, I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. See, look here. The first card that I have is the Eight of Pentacles. This is you doing your studies, doing your work, praying, fasting, getting to know the Creator on your own. Because see, some of these folks in your family, some of the people that grew you up, that raised you, they wasn't willing to do the work. A lot of them were just lazy when it came to that type of stuff. It's like, let me just, do what I'm called, do what I came here to do, work a 9 to 5, keep doing what they doing, just stay on that type of guidance and path of what the world would want them to do. But it's like you tapped into something way more powerful, way more insightful for the generations to come, because this is how you're going to break these generational curses so those untapped blessings can come into your life. You're about to come into some wealth. When I be telling y'all you're about to be the first millionaire, the first billionaire in your family, somebody may have already been that in your family, but they didn't know how to keep it. They didn't know how to keep it because, for one, it was cursed. They didn't tap into what it was to continue to keep this money growing, to keep the wealth growing, to keep the wisdom alive. And see here, Spirit is showing me right. Just look at the card. You're building knowledge. You're gaining these are like rewards. These are like your trophies. You get to show it off, and even your children and your children's children will benefit from this. They will benefit from it. Yeah, this is something that you're breaking for generations to come, so that the wealth can continue to flow in your life. I see a lot of the chosen ones just tapping into that and learning, moving forward and teaching their children and their children's children, okay? And their children's children's children, okay? So it's all going to come in to alignment. Your life is coming into alignment, and it's because you're following your intuition, you're following your discernment, you're following your dreams and the signs, and you're starting to see what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And you're going to teach a lot of people. This is like a resurrection of your ancestors. Look at this. You're reviving the ancestors. You're reviving the people who wish that you could have found what you needed to know. You're reviving people who don't even know they're going to benefit from you breaking these curses in order to receive these untapped blessings. You're reviving them. You're sounding the trumpet. You are the healer. You're healing people's minds, because some people's minds are set in poverty. They're poverty stricken and they just don't know what to do. And you're about to tap into something. Spirit says you're tapping into some energy that nobody else has, except for the ancestors that have gone. And some of these people don't even know, your ancestors didn't get a chance to tell anybody, or they didn't tell anybody because they were in fear of what that somebody might misuse it and turn against them. See, that's what it was. They were in fear that the people that they told would like use that against them and take it from them, which is understandable. So you're actually, this is judgment, the judgment card, but that's a revival. You're reviving, you're waking up the ancestors. Like, oh my God, they're finally tapping in. Yeah, this is what I wanted for them. I wanted them to know this. Okay. So there's no longer going to be sleepless nights and worry and stress over wealth or over any, stressing over how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to pay for the vacation, how you're going to pay for the cruise. It's no more of that. That is gone. This 9 of Swords in reverse lets you know that you're changing things. This is you breaking the curses and tapping into those blessings. And you don't have to have sleepless nights no more. You don't have to go through all that to where you were just always getting, trying to make it, trying to get through, trying to, survive paycheck to paycheck. No, this is untapped. Look, tapping into your blessings is basically what you're doing. And then this other card is the Tower card. But this card in reference to this message is that you're like, you're uprooting the old system. You're uprooting the old mindset of poverty. It's all it has to go. Is you done uprooted that. A prophet comes to uproot, to tear down, to shake things. And I feel like you got that prophetic energy about you anyway. So like I said, you're a prophet, chosen one. You're uprooting these systems. You're uprooting the lies. You're uprooting the lies of different mindsets that were put into these people from these different organizations to keep them going, like these different workplaces, and all the systems that, some of their parents taught them to do this and do that, the wrong way. Just you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way. It was just built on a system that was like a faulty foundation. You're definitely tapping in and you uprooting some shit. So, some people might they're going to try to be mad about it. Let them be mad. If they're going to be mad, let them be mad, okay? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. You keep going. Then you have this 2 of Wands. So this is you. Like you see this man, he's holding up the world card. He's holding up the world, right? He's holding the world up. Think about it. You holding the world up. When you're tapping into this, when you're tapping into your discernment and your intuition and using your gifts, you're holding the world up. You're able to change the world. People are looking to you. And you got the whole world in your hand and your ships are coming in. The things that you've been praying for is coming in. It's like it's here. You know how when you're a ride, like if you get an Uber ride or something like that, when it comes, or even your DoorDash, like when it's time to come, it'll text you and tell you your person is nearby. It's like there. It's like you getting ready. You're looking at you're looking outside your window trying to see have they pulled up. And then you're looking at, your camera trying to see if it's shut. Yes, honey. It's like it's there. Like you have a situation that's right there. You're at the brink of your breakthrough. You're at the brink of this blessing, and you're untapping these. You're getting into some untapped blessings, baby. For real, for real. For real, for real. And Spirit says it's not going to be slow anymore. This is going to be something that's going to be smooth. You're going to have a smooth ride. You won't have to worry. Like I said, those people that's going to be mad that you tapped into this, because they're going to start to say that you're doing witchcraft, that you're performing spells, you're doing things to get this, because they're going to talk, because they know that you're not using the old system anymore. You've blown that system up. It's no longer there. So those people that will try to come against you and try to talk stuff about you, that right there, they're not going to be able to come through. Though that energy is slow, baby, that it's like they're being held back. It's like God lifting up a standard when the enemy comes in like a flood. Like it's like a flood, but God lifting up a standard so it can move, so it won't move so fast. He's slowing things down, and you're going to be smooth sailing, honey. This is where your ships come in, but you also have a peaceful shore. You have a peaceful life, and people are going to know that you have tapped into blessings, and you're teaching all of the people. These are the generations to come. This is you. This is the generations to come. You're building it. You want to read it with me? Make sure you hit me up, honey. Look at the description bar below. Hit me up, girl. Hit me up. Tap in.